I am sending this file again through WhatsApp as well. Okay, and see, there are lots of command like you should practice to enable telnet on router, right? And here are the
Yes.
command to enable telnet on router. Then try to verify that your telnet is working or not. Okay, in the same way you have command to configure SSH. Like you can see, I have one router over here, one PC over here. On router we will run these command, on PC we will run these command. Getting my point? So I am sharing this file again with you guys on WhatsApp. iOS. Okay, and now I am starting routing. So here this topology is in front of you. Is this topology visible to everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
See, between router 1 and router 2, I am using which network? 12.1.1.0. Between router 2 and router 3, I am using which network?
23.1.1.0.
1.0. Okay, we have two LAN. One LAN is connected to router 1 and one LAN is connected to router number 3. Yes or no?
Yes.
First of all, I am going to configure the IP addresses. See, by default, PC1 cannot ping to PC2. Is it clear to everyone?
What's that? What did you
By
say?
default, PC1 cannot ping to PC2.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
router 1 don't know about this network and router 3 don't know about this network and router 2 don't know about any of these two network. So all routers should have information about these two network, then only communication between these two LAN will occur. So we are going to start configuration from router number 1. First of all, I am going to check the R1 IP configuration. Getting my point? So this is my R1. So IP interface brief exclude unassign. You can see we have two IP address. I have already configured the IP address on R1 interface. Getting my point?
Yeah.
Done.
Okay, you already configure router 1 in router 2 in router
IP
3.
address. I have configured, I think, only IP address. So IP
Yes.
route. See, in the routing table, there are only directly connected networks. So I have just configured IP address. Only IP address, brother. Okay.
Okay.
Exclude unassign. So you can see IP configuration on F0/0. I am running this network, this IP address, and on fast Ethernet 1/0 I am using this IP address. I am running 12.1.1.1. So by default, I have configured IP address on two interface of R1. So both network will be in the routing table of R1, right? Network ID of 192.168.10.1 will be what? What will be the network ID of this IP address?
.0.
.0, right? And what will be the network ID of this IP address?
.0.
.0, 12.1.1.0. So in the routing table, so IP route. Router have installed these two network, 12.1.1.0 and 192.168.10.0. Done. Now let me
Yes.
take you to router number 2. On router number 2, let me verify the IP. Enable show IP interface brief exclude unassign. So here we have configure on F0/0 12.1.1.2 exactly, right? But on fast Ethernet 1/0 I have configured 24.1.1.2. So here I need to configure IP address from 23.1.1.0 network.
Yeah.
So I am going to correct it. Interface F1/0. Here what we say, first we can remove the IP address, no IP address, and then we can say IP address 23.1.1.2, 255.255.255.0, and then we can write the configuration, we save the configuration and show IP interface brief, exclude unassigned. You can see.
Okay, sir. If you want to remove the IP address, we will just say like no IP address.
Yes.
Then we will add the IP address in the second line.
Yeah, you can run simple command no IP address as well to
Okay.
remove the IP configuration. Now IP configuration of router 2 is done.
Yes.
Now let me take you to R3. No. Here I think we don't have any IP address. So yes, here I need to configure this router. So let me configure one host name over here. Host name is what? R3.
Okay.
R3 and then interface F0/0. What will be the IP address on F0/0?
It should be 2. 23.1.1.2.
3. Let's say 3. By using the router number. I have configured 2 on router number 2. Here I am configuring 3.
Okay.
Then 255.255.255.0. Okay. Guys, is command line visible? Or should I
Yes.
increase the font size?
No, it's visible for me.
Okay. Then we need to configure one more IP address on interface F1/0. What will be the IP over here?
It should be 192.168.20.101 or whatever.
20 dot. Okay. So what I have configured on router number 1? 20.1. So here also 10.1. Here I am going to configure 20.1. 255.255.255.0. Let's say done.
Yes.
Let me save the configuration and show IP route. See, in the routing table of router 3 there is only 2 network, right? So if I will talk about the routing table of router 1, so in the routing table of router 1 there is how many network? 2 network. Routing table of R1. How many network is there? 192.168.10.0. This network is connected on which interface? F0/0. Yes or no?
Yes.
And there is one more network 12.1.1.0 and this network is connected on which interface? F1/0.
F1/0.
Yes or no? So this is the routing table of router 1. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, let me talk about the routing table of router 2.
Yes.
So if I will talk about the routing table of router 2, so how many network are there? 12 and 12 network will be there and 23.1.1.0. 23.1.1.0 is connected on which interface? F1/0 and 12.1.1.0 is connected on 0/0. Yes or no? This will be the routing table of router 2.
Yes.
And if I will talk about the routing table of router 3, so in the routing table of router 3 there will be 2 entry again. One is 192.168.20.0. This network is connected on which interface, guys? F1/0 and 23.1.1.0 is connected on 0/0. Yes or no?
Okay, this 23.1.1.0 is the IP address for both the routing
network ID.
number for both
Yes.
network. Oh, okay.
When we configure IP address on the interface of router put that network ID in the routing table. Yes or no? So that is happening. All router have put their directly connected network in the routing table. Now if you want to make communication possible between this LAN to this LAN, here to here, what you need to do, in the routing table of router 1 we need to inject one network. Which network? 192.168.20.0, because if there is no 192.168. let's say IP address of this machine is nothing but IP address of this machine is, let's say, 192.168.10.100, and IP address of this machine, this computer is, let's say this one is 192.168.20.100, right? And now when PC1 means 10.100 will ping to 20.100, source IP address will be what? 192.168.10.100, and destination IP will be what, guys? 192.168.20.100. Yes or no? This will be the source, this will be the destination. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes.
Sir, where did you get the destination address? The 20. Oh, right here.
You
got
tell
it,
to
got it.
yes.
Got it.
Okay, now this PC will forward this traffic to switch will forward to router. Router will check what destination IP. Destination IP is 192.168.20.100. Network ID, destination network ID is 192.168.20.0. Router will check the routing table. In the routing table, there is no any entry available for destination network. Yes or no? So router 1
Yes.
will drop this. Router 1 will drop the traffic, the packet. Yes or no? But if here we will put one route in the routing table, that 192.168.10.20.0 is connected on which interface? F 1 slash
0.
0. So now what router will do? When router will receive any traffic where destination is 192.168.20.100, entry will match in this. Yes or no? In this route. So it will
Yes.
forward the traffic from fast Ethernet 1 slash 0. When router 2 will receive it, router 2 will check their routing table. In their routing table, there is no any route available for destination. So here we need to add one route, 192.168.20.0, and next hop will be, sorry, exit interface will be what? F1 slash 0. Yes or no? Again,
Yes.
router 2 will forward it to router number 3. Now router 3 have this network 192.168.20.0. Yes or no? It will forward the traffic from this interface F1 slash 0, because see this network is connected on F1 slash 0. Yes.
Yes.
Then switch will forward it to PC. When PC2 will generate reply, in the reply, source IP address will be what? 20.100, and destination IP will be what?
10.100.
10.100. Destination will be 10.100, and PC2 will forward it to switch will forward it to router. Router will check what destination IP address. Destination IP address is what? 192.168.10.100. The network is 192.168.10.0. Is there any route available in the routing table? No. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So this router will drop the traffic over here. So here we need to add one route in the routing table of router 2, and that is 192.168.10.0, and exit interface will be F0 slash 0. Yes or no?
Yeah.
There will be two more network. What happened? In the routing table of router 3, there will be by default 23 network on F0 slash 0. There will be 192.168.10. Sorry, 20.0 on F1/0, and here we need to add one network 192.168.10.0 on F0/0 interface. Yes or no?
Yes.
This will be the routing table. Then router 3 will forward the traffic from this interface F0/0. Router 2 will receive it. Router 2 will check the routing table. In the routing table of router 2 there is no route available, right? So here also we need to make one entry that 192.168.10.0 is towards F0/0. Yes, then it will forward to router 1, and router 1 have the 192.168.10.0 network. It will forward to switch, it will forward to PC, and this is how these two PC can communicate with each other. Is it clear?
Yes.
Guys, exit interface is clear to everyone? Now there is some problem. See, on router number 1, first I am going to configure the IP address. Not IP address, sorry, static routing. Here we are going to say IP route. After that, destination network 192.168.20.0, subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Very good. And then exit interface. Exit interface is what? F1/0. Done. These things is perfect. IP route 192.168.20.0. Okay, so I have configured the static route for this destination. Yes, over here. Now if I am checking the routing table, do so IP route, and if you want to filter the routing table, you can put here a static keyword, that I want to check only a static entry. See guys, in entry router 1 have installed one entry that 192.168.20.0/24 is directly connected on fast Ethernet 1/0. Is it true? Is it true?
No, actually, this is
Not directly connected.
it's not directly because there's a router 3 and router 2 is in the middle of
Yes.
both.
So whenever we are configuring the static routing by using exit interface, router is treating that network as that network is directly connected with their interface. So this is what wrong information. Why this is problem? Problem is guys, if this network is directly connected from me, then router will generate ARP whenever router need MAC address of 20.1.1.100. It will generate ARP directly for the destination because destination belongs to my network directly connected. But this is not true. So here communication will not happen. You know, okay, if you are thinking that in my scenario ping was working, guys, ping was working because we have enabled, by default we have one service that is enabled on all interface of router, that is proxy ARP. If we will configure a static routing by using exit interface, then communication will not happen. See here, I have configured the static route over here. Okay, route is available in the routing table. Let me take you to router number 2. On router number 2 also I am going to configure the static routing. IP route 192.168.10.0, subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and exit interface is F0/0. We need to make one more entry for 192.168.20.0, 255.255.255.0, and exit interface will be F1/0. Done. I've configured the static routing or router number 2 also. Now let me take you to router number 3. Here let me configure the static routing for network interface F0/0, sorry, IP route 192.168.10.0, 255.255.255.0, and F0/0. Now tell me, if I will ping from PC1 to PC2, will it work? Will ping work, guys? What do you think?
No,
Why?
because in the middle we have R2. We have to root down two.
So on middle we have configured both root, two root. Do you want to see? See, brother, routing here I have configured the two root.
Uh-huh. 1 and 20. Yeah, okay.
Is it fine? Now tell me, will it work? It should work. It should work and it will work, brother. By default, it will work, but I am going to disable the proxy R feature on router number 2 192.168.20.100/24 and 192.168.20.1, the default gateway.
Why you
See, first of all, I want to show you one feature. On router number 2, show IP interface F0/0, and here I am going to say include proxy. What is saying? IP proxy, let's say here IP proxy ARP. Okay, it's not showing like this, so directly I am going to run command show IP interface F0/0, and here are you able to see this?
Yes.
Proxy ARP is enable, so I am going to disable this feature over here. Config T interface F0/0 and say no IP proxy ARP. I have disabled it, and let me try to ping from PC1 to PC2. PC2 IP address is 192.168.20.1. See, ping is not working, but if anyone can answer me the reason that why ping is not working, that means you have understand the static routing very carefully. If you know the reason why it's not working, because it should work. Ping is not working, and the reason is, router 1 is actually dropping the traffic, because see, router 1, so IP root, when router 1 will receive traffic from the switch where destination is 192.168.20.100, it will check the routing table. So IP root, in the routing table there is one root available, yes, but it's saying that this root is directly connected on fast Ethernet 0/0. So if this interface is directly connected, it will generate ARP for the destination and so IP ARP. This machine is actually not able to resolve the MAC address of 20.1, means 192. Because router 1 need what? MAC address of destination. If destination belongs to my network, if destination belongs to different network, then we need MAC address of default gateway. Getting my point? So here we have one more option. We can enable the proxy ARP on router number 2. See, proxy ARP is a feature, right, which is used to, what is the use of proxy ARP on router number 2? Now, when I will enable the proxy ARP, IP proxy ARP. So, when router 1 will generate ARP for 20.1, means for 192.168.10.0, what R2 will do? R2 will share their own MAC address because proxy ARP is enabled. Proxy ARP means sending their own MAC address instead of the MAC address of other device. So router 2 will share their own MAC address instead of the MAC address of 192.168.20.0. See, I have enabled the proxy ARP over here, and now I am going to check the PC is able to ping or not. Let me check. See, this time PC is able to ping. Yes or no?
Yeah, why you disable the proxy from PC1? And
Not
you
from
enable in
this.
PC.
I have enabled it on router 2 fast Ethernet 0/0. What happened? What I
No,
am
like
saying that you should not configure a static routing by using exit interface, because when you configure the static routing by using exit interface, router is installing that route in the routing table like that network is directly connected, and so IP ARP. See, router 1 have one entry in ARP table, that 192.168.20.1, and MAC address of this IP address is this one. Do you think that this is the MAC address of 20.1.1.20.1, 192.168.20.1? No, guys. You know, this is MAC address of router 2 fast Ethernet 0/0. If you want to see now, I can verify you. See, so interface F0/0 include bytes. See, this is MAC address of router interface. But router, according to router 1, this is the MAC address of 192.168.20.1, and the MAC address of 12.1 is also same. Getting my point? So there are some wrong information inside the app table of router 1. Yes or no?
yes.
Because you have configured static routing by using exit interface. Just I need to do single thing. See, if I will remove this command, no IP route 192.168.20.0 255.255.255.0 and exit interface is F1/0. I have removed the entry, and now I am going to make another entry, IP route 192.168.20.0 subnet mask 255.255.255.0, and this time I am not going to define exit interface. This time I am going to define next hop IP address 12.1.1.2, because 12.1.1.2 is also reachable from router number 1. So what I am telling to router 1, that whenever you need to forward traffic to this network, you should forward it to 12.1.1.2, and you already know 12.1.1.2. Yes or no?
Yes.
So like this, if you will configure the static route, see, do so IP route, see the entry. This time router is not telling you that this network is directly connected. It have information that this network is reachable via 12.1.1.2. Getting my point?
Yes.
But here still we have some problem. What problem we have? If we have configured the static routing by using next hop IP address, then router need to check their routing table twice, because first it will check what? Okay, to forward traffic in this network, I should forward traffic via 12.1.1.2. Oh my god, but what is the exit interface for 12.1.1.2? So let me check here. For 12 network, exit interface is F1/0. Actually, router need what? Exit interface. So if you are configuring the static routing by using next hop IP address, router need to check their routing table twice, more than one. Whenever router check their routing table, router use CPU utilization. So this is recursive lookup. So the best way to configure a static routing is we should define both exit interface as well as next hop IP address. We will not configure a static routing like this. Let me remove this entry as well. And the actual way to configure a static routing is IP route 192.168.20.0 255.255.255.0, then F1/0, and then next hop 20.1.1.2. Done like this. And so IP route static. See the entry. Now this time entry is looking perfect. Everything is here in a single entry. This is not directly connected. It is reachable via 12.1.1.2, and exit interface is also F1/0. Getting my point? So whenever we need to configure what? Static routing, we should configure static routing by using exit interface also and next hop IP address also. Is it clear to everyone? And now you can see PCs are able to ping with each other as well.
Actually, sir, at the beginning, I know what you have done, but at the middle, everything is mixed up. Personally, I lost. I don't know like what I have to do because everything you just open like more than like 5 6 pages. I don't know. I
Okay.
lost, but I don't know about Soha and other guys.
Okay. You know, by default, router will have the directly connected network in the routing table. You know this?
Yes.
By default, router will have the information of directly connected network only. So
Mm-hmm.
when let's say PC2 is sending some traffic to PC1, brother, router need what? A route for the destination network for this network, yes or no? Router 2 also need route for this network also and for 20.0 also, yes?
Yes, yes,
And router
Yes.
1 also need the route for 192.168.20.0/24. So what I
yes.
am going to do, what I am telling you, that on a router we can manually inject the route in the routing table of router. So we have multiple way for adding route inside the routing table of router 1. We can add a route or a network in the routing table of router by using exit interface. But there is some problem with exit interface is when we are configuring a network, adding a network by using exit interface, router is considering that network is directly connected. Yes or no?
Yes.
So that is
Yes.
the wrong information. Like on router number 1, brother, see, this is my destination network. I'm going to remove this entry. No IP, or we have this entry here. I'm going to say no. I have removed the entry and see, I am adding one entry 192.168.20.0 submit mask 255.255.255.0. You tell me what will be the exit interface for this network.
It should be one
If
slash.
if 1/0.
1/0.
No, you have to put like IP route. You missed route.
Done. After that, do so IP route static. Are you able to see the entry, brother? And see, the entry is this network is directly connected. Is it right?
Yes. No,
Yes.
that's
This
not
is
good.
wrong,
That's wrong.
right? So that's why I am telling you that you should not configure static routing by using exit interface. Router
Mhm.
are, router are installing that in the wrong way. So I have removed this entry. After that, I have option to add the entry by using not next hop IP, not exit interface, next hop IP address. So can you tell me what will be the next hop IP address for this network?
It should be 12.1.1.0.
2.
I mean 2, yeah.
The IP address of router 2 fast Ethernet 0/0. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, guys.
Yes.
So here we can say 12.1.1.2 like this, and do
But
so IP.
so you
Yes.
miss, yeah, you miss after that the last step you say after this IP we need to put like exit interface.
Yes, exit interface. And
So
when
you
we
did.
are defining the exit interface, then router is installing entry like this. Getting my point?
So
When
now
we
yes,
are defining this entry, yeah, tell me.
yeah, is it now this entry is correct or incorrect?
Now, incorrect now.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah.
is correct, but this time router need to check their routing table twice.
Great, yeah.
First, it will find the next hop IP address. Then again, it need to find what exit interface.
Yes.
So this is also not perfect. So I need to remove this one also. And the perfect one is we should define both next hop as well as exit interface. First we will define exit interface f1/0 and then next hop IP address, and then it is making one perfect entry. Do so IP route static. Getting my point? See, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Now guys, I am giving you one task in front of me. Please design this lab in your computer and try to perform the lab. Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
so lab is very clear. Let me show you in the paint. Here we have router 1. Because I need to check that you guys are able to configure the static routing or not first. And always keep in mind, whenever you will configure a static routing, you will configure a static routing by using both next hop IP address as well as exit interface. Okay,
Yes.
next hop as well as exit interface. Let's say here we have one computer and here we have one computer. This topology you need to design in your system. Okay, this
Yes.
is switch 1, and now
Is it okay, sir? Like one of the guys, like Ilham, will share the screen and he will do it. We will see like how he do it.
everyone, please, you all need to design this topology, brother. Please configure manually. Until and unless you will not configure now static routing, doesn't matter how many times. Even I will configure a static routing 1,000 times, you will not understand. You have to configure 2, 3, and 4. See, between router 1 and router 2, you can use network 12.1.1.0/24. Here IP address will be what? 12.1. Here IP address will be 12.2. Okay. Okay, suppose this is f0/0 or 0/1, you can consider anything. Between router 2 and router 4, you can use network 24.1.1.0/24. Here IP address is, let's say, 24.2. Here let's say IP address is 24.4. Done. Here you will use network 13.1.1.0/24. Here IP address will be maybe 13.1. Here IP address will be 13.3. Here you can use network 34.1.1.0/24. Here you can use IP 34.3. Here you can use IP 34.4. Right, in here we are using 192.168.10.0 network/24, and here I am using 192.168.20.0/24. Okay, first of all, let's say here you are using IP 10.100, 20.100. Here is 10.1. Here is 20.1. Is topology clear?
Yes.
Now, my first requirement is 10.1 users from 192.168.10.0 network should be able to communicate with users of 192.168.20.0 network. Done. This is the first task. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
After that, the second task is very important. When ever users from 192.168. Or what we can say, okay, whenever user from 192.168.10.0 network sends traffic to user of 192.168.20.0 network, traffic should go via R2. Traffic should go via
R2.
R2, and when user from 192.168.20.0 network sends traffic to, let's say, R1 or to user of 192.168.10.0, then traffic should go via
R3.
directly. I am saying then traffic should go via R3. Can you achieve it?
Yes.
It is very, very, very easy. The simple task is whenever whenever these user will generate any traffic for this network, it should be go via router number 2. But whenever traffic will come from this network to this network, the traffic should come via router number 3. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So actually you need to play with exit interface and next hop IP address only. So please, you guys should configure this lab now. Okay, I am also here.
So here I have one question.
Yes.
Like when we do IP route from 192.168.10.0 through, we need to go like IP route through R2, and when we go from 20.0, we need to go through R3, right? We don't have to do a route from R2 as well. Just only we go.
Here on router number 1, when you will define which network, 192.168.20.0.
Yeah,
For this network, exit interface should be what?
got it. 12.1.
Or next hop IP address should be what? It
Should
should
be,
forward traffic to router 2.
yeah,
So next hop will be 12.1.1.2. Yes or no?
yeah, got it.
So it will forward traffic to router 2, right?
Yes.
Router 1. But when you will configure a static routing on router 4, for which destination? 192.168.10.0. Then exit interface will be, or next hop IP address will be
Router.
not 24.2, 34.1.1.3. So
Right.
it will forward traffic to router number 3. So please configure it guys. First configure the IP address, then static routing. I need to check the configuration. Okay.
Okay.
So please first design this topology.
Okay.
After static routing, we have dynamic routing, right? So dynamic routing, before starting the dynamic routing, I'm telling you to practice much of static routing. Okay, I'm
Okay.
coming guys in 1 minute. So diagram is in front of you. Please design this,
Okay.
or you can take a screenshot of it.
Okay, no research come in 30 minutes.
Huh?
Okay, I'm done. Yes. Hello. Yes.
Yeah, guys, are you guys doing this?
We are doing.
Can anyone see your screen?
You want me to share my screen?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Anyone can see her.
let me see. Can you see my screen now?
Yes,
Okay.
perfect. You don't have GNS3
No, this is my
packet tracer.
job. Yeah, it's my job computer.
Okay. Packet tracer is fine, but in upcoming day, brother, you will be not able to run the command on packet tracer.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did
Here
on
we can
Packet
run.
Tracer as well. I use Packet Tracer.
So for routing, you should use GNS3.
Oh, okay.
I think in packet tracer you cannot run command IP route by using both a static routing and exit interface. I don't know. I am not 100% sure, but I think so.
Okay,
Oh,
start
We
from
can con-
0 on, or just keep going on. Packet Tracer.
Okay, guys, do it. First, assign the IP address on each devices on
okay.
each interface. Okay.
Let me fix this one.
PM, could you share your screen just for 5 seconds? I need to take. PM, he's not here, I think. Guys, do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Elham, did you take a screenshot of?
Yeah, I take a picture of it.
Yeah, send it to me, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
That one.
My automatically the line connection is not working. It's not connect with the routers.
Which one? Which one?
The automatic cable.
The automatic cable. Use the crossover cable,
Should be work.
the fourth one. Whoa.
No, define next hop IP address as well. Na?
So my one is not working. I try here. See.
Yeah, so in packet tracer it will not work, I think.
Yeah, my one is not working too.
IP route. I did this one, but
Actually,
So do you have GNS3 or not?
not in this computer.
Okay.
we
See
can
here.
do it as a homework for. What?
Yeah, you should configure it in GNS3 also. Because this is not the actual way to configure the static routing. In a static route, we configure static routing by using both next hop IP address as well as exit interface. Okay.
So the way I start is correct, right?
Yes, correct. It is correct.
Okay, let me try again.
Sir, can I share my screen with you? My GNS, I don't know something wrong with my GNS.
Yeah, please share your screen.
Stop.
Okay.
No.
Let me start.
Press.
Do you see my screen, sir?
Yeah.
One. Yes.
Make it full screen.
It's full screen.
Connected. Interface.
Sir,
Yes.
when I run the command, where I have to go? Like right here?
First of all, you need to turn on the device. Your device is off. See on the top, you have one green button to turn on. Yes.
Okay, it's turn on.
And beside the that button, you have one more button to see the interfaces. This one on the top.
Yes.
Yes.
This one?
No, the second one.
Yes. The second one.
No, to the right.
No. Right side. Yes, this one.
This one?
Yes, click there. No. Yes, this one.
Okay.
Yeah, now you can see your interface is visible. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now please unselect the cable. Yeah. And now you can double click on the router to get access.
Oh,
Yes.
I tried right here.
No.
Oh, got it. Okay, thank you.
So please design same topology in GNS3
I will do it.
and try to implement the static routing.
We'll do it.
Static routing is very simple, right? Means the router don't know about the indirectly connected network, so we are telling to router that this network is reachable from your this interface, from your this next hop IP address like this. Yes or no?
Yes.
In dynamic routing, we will not define manually route, but we will run a process on router. According to that process, router itself is going to exchange the routing table.
Is this routing is important for the real job?
Yes, routing is very important for the real job. Getting my point, guys? Routing is very important for any interview to get job in any small company, large company, any company.
And how about the network troubleshooting?
Troubleshooting is also very important, but first you need to understand the routing, then only you can troubleshoot. Troubleshoot means you know what, if routing is done, then why machines are not able to ping. So before understanding the troubleshooting, we need to understand the routing, that how routers are going to exchange the route, how routers are going to build the routing table, how devices are going to communicate, these things. Okay, boss. Okay, boss.
Yeah, yeah, we can do this one as a homework.
Yes. And after doing the task, what you will do, you will copy the running configuration in docs and you will share with me.
Okay.
I will check your configuration manually until and unless you will be not able to, configure the static routing and you will have a good clarity on static routing. We will not move to dynamic routing.
Okay.
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 So,
So
sir,
please, yes,
I have a question. Like when we save the configuration, we can put like copy running config startup config, right?
yes,
To copy to copy the configuration.
bilkul. Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, got it. And my
Got it, guys.
yeah, in the beginning of class, my question was like, when we do configuration, I know when we do like configure like two interfaces in one router, right? So can
Right.
we use like one time password for LAN console or enable password or no? We have to do like for both interfaces.
Right. On both we need to configure static routing by using both only.
Okay, no. My question
This is the very
password to assign the password. So when I put like interface G0/0/0 and IP
Mhm.
address something like that, then I do like interface 0/0/1 IP address, and then I assign password. Is it assigned on both interfaces or just only in one? Like
That can be any one interface IP address, not both.
okay, we do for each one different.
Yes.
So I was try to enable password, assign a password on enable, but I couldn't. It doesn't work.
Why?
I say
What was the error?
so I say okay, hostname, then IP address, interface IP address, then enable password 123 or Cisco. When I hit enter and login was not working.
In packet tracer?
Yes. Okay.
So enable password, that will enable password will work when you will enter in global config mode from privilege mode.
Yes.
First,
But
you need to configure the console password, line console 0.
yeah, that works. After that, I start enable password, but it does. The login was not working.
No, no, enable password will also work, brother.
Okay.
That is not possible. It will work.
Probably something happened packet tracer. We're gonna use GNS.
Maybe that was the problem of packet tracer only.
Okay.
No problem. Okay. Anything else?
That's it. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, then please configure this and share with me. Let me check your configuration and then we will move further. Okay.
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 Okay. So that's all for today then. Bye bye. If